Hello everyone, and welcome to Caroline's Craft Tree, and welcome to 2025. 2004 went pretty darn quick, and here we are with another monthly free digital and project. Feel free to follow along with what I do, come up with your own ideas, or all of these could be used individually for individual products or projects. So this year I'm calling this Folio Fun. And what I'm going to do is each month through the year of 2025, I am going to do a small folio, 4 to 5 pages long. The digital will be. And the idea is to make the folio, and then I'm going to use a tab binding and make a journal out of my 12 folios. I think it'll work. I've got a few folios here that I did with folio digital kits that I have. So then the idea is that these will be like this. Then there's going to be a fabric binding, tab binding that holds them together. And then each folio will be like a giant page. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it works out, because I haven't actually made them as of yet. But let's show you the digital kit. This is for January. And it's got some beautiful irises. And I will just randomly be picking something each month. I just kind of look at stuff, and when something kind of clicks in my brain, then I will, okay, that's what this month is going to be. There's always going to be a background page with each kit. And then we've got a couple pockets, just some little cutouts, some January, and then I'm going to do, each one will have a number. So February will be 02, etc. And then the rest of the areas I'll just be filling in with little goodies that you can cut out, use for this project or for other projects. So we've got the couple pockets, some labels, stamps, cutouts. And then this one we've got a couple tags, and then just 3 vintage book page that you can use in as a tag, part of your tag or decoration or whatever you choose to use them. And then a couple of little French labels here. So that is January's freebie. I'm going to go and I'm going to cut these out. I'll show you how I'm going to assemble them, and of course, tons of different ways you can put these together. And then once I get it cut out, I'll be right back. It'll just be seconds for you, and we'll put it all together. Okay, I've got everything cut out. I've got it all distressed. Actually, I see that I actually missed this side, so let's quickly do that. Got that. Okay, now I have, I just use a stylus and my ruler, and I marked on top of the lines. And I did this pocket. And this pocket, I cut the little thing off the bottom. The nice thing with these is you can leave them on or you can take them off. Leaving them on does give you a lot more room in your pocket, and it allows you to use right to the very edge. So that's up to you whether you use those or not. Let's kind of move stuff off to the side. I'm going to need the pockets first off. So I've got 3 pieces of fabric. Now this is quite a loose weave fabric. I don't know if that's what you call it, but it's almost like Aida cloth, but not quite. I don't know what it is. I've got a great big huge piece of it, and it was one of the easier fabrics for me to get to. Fabrics are not something that I have actually unpacked because I don't have a spot for it right now. But I'm going to be getting some new cupboards, so then I will have room very soon. So it does fray really easy, but once it's glued down, I don't have to worry about that anyways. So I'm not too worried about that. Now, the only tab binding I've ever done was last year's for the tag journal, and it was a flip-flop one, so it's a little bit different than what this one's going to be. Now, when we fold this, we want this little part that way, because your tab binding is going to be on this side. The other thing that we do have to watch for is that this doesn't bind too much over here. And we could easily trim a tiny bit off of this, but I think it will be okay. It's not binding yet, but once we get the pockets and stuff in, that could be a different story. Now I'm going to put this pocket here. Now you can do this any way you want, any combination, add extra stuff, whatever you like. And I'm just kind of showing what I'm doing. Whether you make it the same or different, that is up to you. I'm going to be so excited. My desk is arriving tomorrow. Mind you, by the time you see this, it'll actually have already arrived. And probably assembled, because my son will be over. So I'm going to talk him into it. So probably, well, I've got a few videos done, but soon I'll have better desk. It won't be so bowed. And I'm going to get some better lighting and all kinds of stuff happening. I've got to order a couple cupboards yet. It's hard to say by the time you see this what I'll have ordered and not ordered. I'm also ordered my new computer, which I'm very, very excited about. This one I'm going to put over here. And now this one here, of course, we will want to just put glue on like the very, very edge, because we want to keep as much of that pocket space as we can. So get that close to the edges as we can. And try to line it up with the other pocket. I hope you're going to enjoy this year's monthly projects as much as we did the last one. So now this is going to go in here, and this is going to go into here. We've got these three things, which we will probably use. I want to try and use a lot of stuff. I did pull out a few things just in case we wanted something. How about, what do we got here? Let's make this into a little tuck spot. Trying not to trying to make the decisions quickly. I don't want to sit here and think and think and think, because then I just start overthinking everything. So then we can tuck something in there. Little pocket there. That might go good there. What if we do, what other flowers do we got? Let's do that. Now this, let's make this into a bit of a belly band, just in case, if we want to put something in there or not. At least we have that option. Let's put that like so. And then this, I guess if we glue that, well, we could put something in this away. Or how about if we don't glue here? So we won't glue there. Let's just glue this part here. And tiny bit on the bottom, and then that's going to go like that, and then we'll still have this here that we can tuck something in there. And let's just put this kind of over it. Give it a little bit dimension. Give it another layer of goodness. And there we got this. And just by layering things up, it gives like a 3D effect almost, sort of. Not really, but sort of. Now this is going to go into here. That fits quite fine in there. And this will fit fine into there with lots of room. Let's, I kind of would like to decorate these up a little bit. Could put that on there, just something very simple. We do want to leave kind of writing space. Could put that on the top of there for a tab. Okay, let's see. We could put January somewhere too. Could put that like that, or put January. Let's put January on there. Let's see. It's going to be fun doing this. And I'm anxious to see how it turns out. I really, really enjoyed doing the tab binding on last year's tag journal. Okay, let's just put a little piece of lace underneath here. Okay, let's put just a little bit of glue just to kind of hold it in place while we're doing the other stuff that we need to do. I hope everybody had a good holiday season as well. Okay, that will get glued down when we put this flower on there. Let's make sure we get a bit of extra glue on there, just because it's going to hold down that lace as well. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put glue on the top. That's okay. Put it over here. Glue it down. Good. Make sure it's pressed down. That looks all right. I like that. Okay, let's leave that there for now. Let's glue this down to here. Now we could put just a little bit of lace along there, or we could put a little bit of lace on the top, which I think we will do that for sure. But we do have a bit more lace. So I think we'll just put a little bit right on underneath the one side of this. Let's cut it to the length we want. Right about there. Okay, this is going to go on the top. Let's go ahead and use the tiny attacher for that. Just one staple there, and I'm going to get a little tiny pair of pliers, because I like to go in and just take that little bit of roundness off of the staple on the back. It holds better, and then it takes away the bulk as well. Okay, here's that. Let's put this over here. And put that on there. Let's just trim that. And let's just put that on top of this card or tag. A little bit of extra glue on the lace. We could have made this a pocket or something as well, but we are just going to put that on there. Going to make sure we press a little bit down, a little extra on there. Okay, now that's going to go in there, that's going to go in there. we do kind of need something to close this. Around the whole thing we'll put like a ribbon or something like that, but that'll be done after, like at the very end, because we won't really know how wide we need it. So I'm thinking a little piece of Velcro over here, which I'm not 100% sure where my Velcro dots are at the moment, but I'll find them and then I'll just put one on there. And we could put this on there, or we could put one of these. Not sure I really like that. What do we got? Thought I had another piece of lace, but maybe I didn't. That lace is coming up a tiny bit, but we're just gonna give it a little push down. The art glitter glue holds the lace fine, but it does take that little bit to glue down. I think I'm going to put this down. Not this here, but something maybe, this is a button off my thing that goes in my kitchen. I got to sew it on. But maybe like a little piece of jewelry or something like that, because it's going to be on the very front, but I don't want something too thick. So this is going to, we'll keep that in mind. And I'll have to see about what I want to do with that. Also, being the very front, you know, there might be like a big bow or something there too. But let's go ahead and, oh, we should use up this flower. I think we should put that there. Let's go ahead and do that. And then, oops. It'll be one less piece that we have to deal with. Now, any leftover pieces from each month, I will put into a envelope, because you never know when we will use them. We might, you know, use one of these in a different month or something. You just never know. There is that. Okay, so you could write here, you can write, of course, all there. Let's tuck that into this pocket. Yeah, it's hitting. There we go. That's a bit better. Some of the things will stick up a bit. And let's put that into here. We'll just make sure that we don't catch that lace as we're putting it in and out. So we got that. Let's see, we got this. We got this. Will this fit in here? Ooh, perfect. Look at that. That is perfect. Let's tuck those into there. This can go into, oh, actually, this could go into here. There we go. We'll save this. And then we've got the few labels left over. You never know what we will do with those. Oh, there's that little piece of lace. I knew I had it somewhere. Let's just see what happens if we do this. That lace isn't big enough, but that's okay. So now we've got this here. We got to put these on. Now, 3 will go on to this one, and then 2 will go on to the next one, and so on and so forth. Now we want to try to get these even. And the folios might be different sizes, so we don't want them like right to the edge. Let's just take off 2 of these. Okay, I want to find the middle. So we got right about there is the middle. So let's put that one pretty much right in the middle. And once I glue this down, then it's not going to fray anymore, which will be good. And right. Now I don't want to press really hard on this. So I'm just going to very lightly kind of finger heavy get those down. So that's going to be like that, you see, and then if I do go with this, it's pretty much going to go right over to there, which will work out fine if that's the route that I go. And let's one thing with the videos I watched, when you got these down, I'm going to have lots of room, but you need to make sure you've got enough room in between your 2 things for your 3rd one to go there. Now, like I say, I've got lots of room, but you might not, depending on how thick you want your fabric and stuff. Mine is only 3/4 of an inch, including the little frill on the outside, so I've got lots of room. Okay, now I want it to go in about the same distance, so a little pile of glue stuck to the end. Okay, so I want it up to about there. Okay, and then let's do it about there. Want them to kind of be even this way. Now you can see the glue coming through here, but the art glitter glue does dry very nice and clear, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. And one more here. I'm not sure if I said, but you can get these freebies on Coffee, which I suggest Coffee. You can get them in PDF or in JPEG. And I would suggest also following me there, because that is the first place I put all my freebies for people. So yeah, and then sometimes I put them on Facebook groups, sometimes I forget, but you can get PDF versions of most of my freebies on Facebook. I think you get better quality on Coffee, just because sometimes Facebook tends to, they downgrade the quality of pictures and whatnot, so. Okay, so this kind of takes care of January's freebie. Now what's going to happen is, what do I have? Let's just use this for a second. So now the next month, the other one's going to go like this. So let's pretend that this piece here is my folio. Actually, hold on. Let's get something that you can see. Here's a paper towel. So the next folio is going to go like this, and these three are going to get glued on to the back side of the next folio. But before I do that, I'd have to put the two on here. So then that's going to hold this when I turn that. Does that make sense? And then the other two will get fastened on to the next month, and so on and so forth. You'll get the idea as the months go by and we do more of them. I'll probably keep these. No, I'll put these back in my little scrap. You never know, I just might put a little bit of this in here. I just thought the browns and stuff would go good. Maybe like a little bow. Let's go ahead, let's do that right now. Just because we can. Let's tie a little bow. See how my bow tying skills are. Not sure how big we want it. My bows never turn out as smooth and easy as they should. Let's trim this off there. Actually, I think a little bow right there would look just dandy. Let's put a good chunk of glue there. Again, that gives it a little bit of dimension, but yet it's only a little ribbon, so it doesn't really do too much. Let's do another bow. And let's try that again. I was trying to make it too small, and then it's just chubby little fingers get in the way. Okay, there's that. Try to make it kind of make the little bow parts even. Don't want it too big. And we'll use these little bits and pieces. I'm going to put one right at the top of there. Try to get these coming down a little bit, but we can glue those down a bit as well. But you can see how my one bow always twists. And not really sure how to fix that. But it looks fine. I don't mind it. Put that there. And I think we're going to try to glue these. We just need a tiny little bit of glue there. Oops. Might have to put like a clip or something on there. Just so that way it holds it. Because we are doing the ribbon down to the lace. So that does make it a little bit harder to hold. So let's just pull that out. And I'm just going to use one of these. And just going to put it right on the top of that bow. Give it, 10 minutes or something. But there is our January folio. Hope you're going to enjoy this project. I'm going to. And hope you enjoy the freebies. You could make these as standalone things. Just tuck them in a pocket in your journal, etc. I never did actually say. This is 7 5/8 tall, so it would fit in a lot of journals. Guess it depends on how big you like your journals. You could print it a little bit smaller if you wanted. But there we have our January Folio Fun project. Enjoy. Check out the links below. Go over, grab the freebie. Make sure you come over and join us on Facebook. Follow me on Coffee so you don't miss out on anything. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.